Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
And next, please say hello to Lawrence Alamain and to Dr. Jimmy. What is the sexiest moment you've ever had on the screen?
For me, actually, I will say the first time, which is true in real life. First time I kissed this girl right here.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Same for you, Kimberlin?
Oh, definitely, but I've got to tell you, I think the sexiest is yet to come.
I see. Ron, sexiest moment you can remember on the screen?
It was involving Poi.
Point?
Yeah.
Okay, enough said. Hunter?
Well, it was the same scene, but I had to put the stuff on him and then lick it off of him. And at one point, they had to cut this part out because I had to pull his swim trunks open and pour it in. But up popped Mr. Weasel.
You didn't see it.
So we had to edit that part out. But
Did you use
it
real
was fun.
poi? Just curious.
It was blueberry yogurt.
Yeah, I was going to say, because poi.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Michael, sexiest moment on screen. What's going on right now with you guys that we can talk about, though?
Well, we can talk about, let's see, another female character on the show, another girl on the show. Yeah, Poi. Let's go back to the Poi. We have a character who's...
Explain to me how you got from The Young and Restless out to The Bold and the Beautiful. How did that happen?
Okay, everyone thought that I died in Genoa City, and I didn't. And the last show on Young and the Restless was making a phone call for an interview with Eric Forrester at Forrester Creations. I know.
Hired her as a nurse. I happened to need a new nurse.
I happened to see his marriage wasn't happy.
And I hired her, and she gave me a very nice shoulder massage within a week.
Oh, nurse.
Oh, nurse.
Oh, nurse.
Anyway, you know, it's wonderful. It's really worked really well.
That's where it started.
Yeah.
There's some big stuff coming up where I'm going to make sure Eric is mine.
Now, you're still married, though.
He is estranged, but still married and not divorced, to Brooke Forrester, Brooke Logan Forrester.
Right.
Who has just had a baby, the paternity of which is up in question. We don't know if it's my baby or my son's.
I know.
Mine.
Yeah. It's mine.
It's mine.
I know it's mine. I've
Sorry,
held the
it's
baby,
mine.
and I know it's mine. Anyway, she...
How do you know? You weren't there, were you?
Well,
Or were you? This gets so confusing.
I kind of got into the lab and doctored the test.
Oh, my God. All right, wait. We have to take a little break, but when we come back, we're going to get this straight. Ron, John is your father,
Right?
and you both slept with
My ex-fiancée, his wife now.
the wife that you're estranged.
Yes, but we're estranged now because she can't stop thinking about him.
She's always strange, but
But now she's estranged.
Yeah.
So now she's pregnant,
she's, for the umpteenth time.
and we don't know whose it is.
She's
Does
convinced that
anybody
it's
know?
his.
You know?
I know.
No.
You know for sure, or
She's the one that's going to determine it, presumably.
I'm gonna
She's gonna
try and make
switch
the baby
tubes.
somebody.
you're gonna mess up the. You know what you're gonna do? You're
I
gonna mess
mess
up the
up
lab thing,
everything,
and you're gonna
man.
mess it up backwards now, Kimberlin. You know that's what's gonna happen.
I hope you're wrong.
It's gonna be worse than that.
It'll be worse
It's a
than
real
that.
mess.
Now, by the way, as I'm speaking to you, Kimberlin, congratulations on your Soap Opera Digest.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Evil lady. Let's take a look at Ron and Hunter in a clip from The Bold and the Beautiful, shall we?
What did I do to deserve this? A massage. It's my lucky night.
My lucky night. To caress this body, this beautiful body with my hands.
How do I know you're really my husband?
Oh, you mean you might need to see a little more to make a positive identification? Then I guess you should see some more.
Oh, yes. It's definitely here.
Oh, yes, now I remember. Did you all howl when you were doing that? Do you ever break up when you're doing those scenes?
Oh, you bet we do.
Oh,
We
of
have
course. Well, I was just reacting to the scene.
We get,
you know?
we get so embarrassed that you have, you know, literally embarrassed, and it's...
But now I'm so confused. You're married to Hunter?
I'm married to Taylor.
Yeah, but he just
Who
can't
plays your...
keep his pistol in his pocket.
She plays, she's a psychiatrist.
Uh-huh.
She was, a long time ago, she was Caroline's psychiatrist, my first wife, when she was dying of leukemia. She sought solstice with her and treatment and all. And afterwards, after Caroline died, the doctor, she was the only one that I could turn to try and get answers to why all that was happening, and one thing leads to another, and the next thing we're in the steam bath.
So
Go figure.
So you're married.
We're married, yes.
But you have a lovely lady like this you're married to, and you're messing around with his...
This was before we were married. This happened. The whole pregnancy with Brooke happened
a few
before
weeks
we were
before
married.
he asked me to get married. So.
This is so confusing.
I didn't know that she was pregnant when we were married. That was the clincher of our wedding, was Brooke bursting into the church to see us saying our final vows.
To tell
me that
him.
she was pregnant with my child. She thought that would sway me towards her, and it didn't.
It didn't work.
Too late. Too late.
Now, are you guys all really good friends? Is it...
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we spend a lot of time together. We're
Kimberlin's
we have
one
a
of
lot
my
of fun
bestest
together.
friends.
break
This
these
is
two
one of
up.
my best friends
We've
right
become
here.
best
do
buddies.
love scenes with her. I'm talking
Oh,
about...
well, that's another storyline.
Yeah, that's a different show. But how
Up and coming.
do you have to... Have you ever been in a situation, I guess what I'm trying to ask, where the person that you had to do love scenes with was somebody you didn't want to do a love scene with?
Thank God, no.
I haven't on the soap opera. I have in the theater, in the musical theater I have, but I haven't, thank God, in a soap, because it's much more intimate and goes on forever on a soap opera.
I consider
Hasn't
us
happened.
so lucky to like and be able to work with the person you're... and enjoy being with them. That's such a privilege, because it doesn't always happen.
Because you're both married in real life.
Sure.
Right.
So how is it for
Well,
the
you have to feel
spouses?
very comfortable with that person. The thing about Ron is, I mean, we're doing things where he's ripping my clothes off and whatnot. And Ron is such a gentleman, he will not look. He'll wait, you know, till they have me covered and all fixed before he, you know, and he's like, are you okay now? And I'm like, God, this guy is not normal. He's not normal.
You got her fooled,
Are you
Ron.
okay now? Okay, wait, should I look? Should I look? And then he'll look, and then, okay. Now, I'm sorry, am I making you uncomfortable? Am I rubbing up against you too much? Or is, no, it's okay, Ron. It's
Like
okay.
in that scene where you slammed her against the wall there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I had bruises on my back for weeks.
Do you?
Yeah, I did, yes.
She liked it, though.
She kept making him do it again and again.
We had to do it about 10 times.
10 times?
She kept
Yeah.
saying she didn't quite get it right, so
I
we
said,
wanted to do it again.
I need to try that one
think I
more
got
time.
my leg
Now,
around
is
your
wife
waist
an
quite
actress?
enough.
Ron, is your wife an actress?
Yes, so is her husband.
Yeah, I know that.
Back
He
They're
works
probably-
right across the hall, and he's
They're
sneaking
probably
over
together
all the
right
time.
now, I guess.
And neither one. Now, do y'all watch each other's scenes, or how does that work?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, it was fun. When I first started on the show, it's funny because Sherry used to come up all the time. When I very first started, she used to come up a lot, and she was just trying to figure out who I was, I'm sure. And, you know, I just made it very clear, you know, I've got kids, I'm married. I'm not going to jump your husband. I'm not going to try to swap spit with him in a scene. So,
It's pretty
you know,
important to establish those things
it's
when you're going to
very,
be working.
you know, there's so much trust that we don't have to worry about. We can do whatever we want and feel secure, like the other one isn't going to take that wrong, you know? So it's easier to do the love scenes that way.
She stopped carrying her gun anyway after the first couple
Oh, well,
times.
that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, we're going to take a little break, but when we come back, we're going to find out which one of these guys is sleeping with Chris.
Well, you saw my reaction.
Was you wearing something, or were you not wearing anything?
Well, we've thought about playing a trick on each other and not wearing anything and just get the real reaction. We wouldn't have to act, but...
Was that for real?
Hunter, that's up now. Was it for real?
Do you want me to give you a measurement?
No, just a simple yes or no will do, Hunter. She's so bad. Just a yes or no. Do you do stuff in the
well,
butt?
he's modest. He's very modest. No, he had a little swim trunk thing.
So you were really acting.
But, you know, I mean, swim trunks are very thin.
I'll imagine. You know what? You can't hide a
You didn't
line
look,
or a
though, did you?
Speedo. I think that's the moral to this story. Did you have a question? Stand up.
Yeah, I have a question for all you guys. What's going through your
ahead in their scripts from shooting to airtime. Others of us, it's a matter of days or possibly a week is all.
Ours isn't, and you really don't you really don't
You don't
give
know.
input because you really don't know what's coming up, and by the time you do see what's coming up, it's a little late to do rewrites and so
So you
on and
can't
so
make
forth.
suggestions as to how you'd like to see a...
Everybody can always make suggestions, but
Nobody will listen to you.
Somebody's gonna listen.
Is that it?
Oh, great idea. Yeah, I think the influence that actors have on storylines is very subtle. It has to do with chemistry and how well certain characters are when they perform together. I mean, that's really the major influence that actors have. It's really not a question of being able to go in with a good storyline.
Yeah, but then also I was reading, though, Hunter, that you said that your character sort of changed because of...
Well, they when I first started, the character was she was a straight role of a doctor. You know, she was very very analytical and whatnot. And I'm not that way. I like to have a lot of fun. I'm kind of crazy and, a little sarcastic and, So I've managed to get that into the role over the last 2 years. It took me a lot of arguing and getting it in there, but I've gotten it in there more and more and more.
And even the way you dress, you said.
Yes, yes. I went from very conservative to, they've been giving me a lot more, fun and sexy, young-looking clothes like I like to wear.
Well, that's nice.
Yes.
And you two are really an item now.